We join play now with 1 run on the board in the second innings. Gooch and Atherton are the openers. It's the first ball of the second over, and Patterson is the bowler to Graham Gooch. There's a little tester for Marshall and his hamstring problem, because he had to go forward and sideways, and then he had to turn and chase. This will give us a good idea of how fast the outfield is. Well, it's quicker on that side of the ground than away to the side where the players' pavilion is. Just short of Hooper.
Patrick Patterson, in the last year or so in his test matches against Australia, has bowled much better. He was a bit wayward in the middle of his test career. This last delivery, lovely line and length outside off stump, making Atherton play at the ball, the edge going down to second slip.
Patrick Patterson just got a little word from Dickie Bird as he walked back past him. He was very close to the line. He stepped out his mark again, but missed it towards the end.
Michael Atherton, not known to be a compulsive hooker. He's a very careful and selective man when hooking. See the ball banged in. He's lots of time to just roll the wrists over the ball.
Oh, my word, a brilliant catch. Wonderful catch there by Geoffrey Dujon. Oh, dear me, that's the end of Atherton. Caught off the bowling of Curtly Ambrose, and England now 22 for 1. But what a catch this is. This is absolutely out of the top drawer. One thing about the entry of Graham Hick is that with Worcestershire he's often running as soon as a wicket falls, and he very often meets the outgoing batsman closer to the wicket than he does to the dressing room. But there he took his time, he waited, and this is what has got him walking to the wicket. Now just look at Dujon, weight on the left foot, ball's coming in, edges away, and that's a wonderful reflex catch from Geoffrey Dujon. There's Malcolm Marshall now. He was off the field towards the end of the first day and batted with a runner yesterday. But he's been chasing balls and looks as though he's in reasonably good fettle. He's got another chase there. Don't think he'll make any impression. Short, and on this pitch it really sat up and said hit me, and he did. I don't think it'll be too long, Ray, before we see Malcolm Marshall. Well, that's a real Hick shot. Overpitched, didn't appear to hit it all that hard, but it got to those ropes pretty quickly.
That's very well bowled by Ambrose. Bad luck for Graham Hick, but beautifully bowled. Sneaked the Yorker through, got him to play it, and had it roll back onto the stumps. That is very well bowled indeed.
Here's a man who has really thought about Graham Hick. In goes the Yorkish. He's just a little bit late, and the ball can just keep on sneaking slowly backwards, enough to topple those bails off.
Alan Lamb is the new batsman. 38 for 2. Oh, well, he's on a hat-trick. Lamb has gone a similar stroke to the one he played in the first innings. It's 38 for 3, and now England in disarray. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier in the day, that the West Indies bowlers are never more dangerous than when the batsmen have failed. They come back, they attack the opposition. That's precisely what they've done here this morning. It's a great performance. And the new batsman is Mark Ramprakash. And now Ambrose is on the hat-trick.
He wants a man in on the offside to pressurise Ramprakash. He's got the silly mid off.
Let's save that little problem for Ramprakash and for England, and taking it away from Curtly Ambrose's line of thinking as well.
Now there is Malcolm Marshall. Of course, it was down this same slope that he thundered in with his arm in plaster, a broken arm. That was back in the early 1980s. That's a lovely shot. And there's quality to be seen in this young Middlesex man.
Well, what a gorgeous shot to play straight after your lunch. You couldn't see anything better than that. He won't play better than that if he got 100. Foot to the ball, the body leaning smoothly, weight forward, beautiful flow of the bat. Look at the left elbow, high, keeping the bat perfectly straight.
That shot brought up England's 50. Oh, that is a wonderful delivery. Now, Mark Ramprakash was squared up there, and you might think he's playing across the ball, but just look where this ball pitches and look what happens to it.
Well, he certainly didn't leave this. He played at this. Great delivery. Just looks as if it's angling in, then it holds its line and squares him up, as Jack Bannister says, chest on to the ball. It's opened him up, made him play towards mid-on, and the ball's held its line towards the slips. Great delivery.
He's gone for that and got something on it. And that'll be welcome for Gooch in the crowd.
The shot from Graham Gooch just broke the spell. West Indian bowler just getting on top of them. Got a bit of bat on that. Prime Minister John Major talking to Yorkshire's new president, Sir Lawrence Byford. Oh, there's no need to run for that. That's Graham Gooch at his best. He's been waiting for that one. Marshall tempting him with the pitched up deliveries. Gooch trying to get forward all the time.
Oh, that was dangerous. My word, Courtney Walsh puts up his hand and says, I'm sorry, but it's not a lot of use when someone bowls you a beamer. It smashes you on the left hand, and this slips from Walsh's hand, and Ramprakash loses sight of it to the extent that he's forced to turn away. When you know it's coming towards you at 90 miles an hour, you can't see it.
That's well bowled.
Yes, it was one of those decisions which umpires are called on. Sometimes teams are hard done by, but I think you'll see here the ball coming, hitting the pad, missing the bat, and canning on straight to Dujon. You had a perfect shot there from our cameraman.
Well, that's very good umpiring from David Shepard, who's had a good match, and so has Harold Bird. very good things about Prakash. What we've seen of him so far, he's not completely phased by getting very few balls to face, which sometimes throws batsmen out of rhythm. He's quite prepared to wait for the one he can punch away. There's the 50 for Graham Gooch. He's hit 6 boundaries, and it's been an excellent innings. 50 out of 80 for 3 for England in their second innings. A lead of 105 for the home side. To the total, and Prakash will have the same number going to the score.
Well, this is a lovely, fine leg glance by Mark Ramprakash. Just easing the ball very delicately past the wicket-keeper.
Change of the bowling. Patrick Patterson has come on the football ground end, hasn't been able to get his run-up right.
Now that is a good shot. Real authority about that one. 7-4 for Gooch.
Yes, I think this shows the pace of this pitch. That was banged in halfway down, and Gooch had all the time in the world to pull that away in front of square. Just swatted it away.
That's the 100 up for England. Lovely little shot from Gooch. Gooch's 8th boundary. Nice little controlled dab.
Well, this is just a good length ball. The line, the length good. Starting after tee. Batsmen don't always get their judgment right.
Oh, what a good catch again. That's 2 by Dujon. That was almost past him. Ramprakash has gone. It's 116 for 4. That was a brilliant catch. First slip, hardly made a move towards it, and Dujon was there snapping it up as it was on its way past him. It was a good innings. 27 again for Ramprakash. 27 in each innings of his debut Test match, and on each occasion at a time where there's a great deal of pressure because of the match situation. And even before Robin Smith gets there, he has problems with something that has got in his eye on the way out. Need eyes and reflexes and everything else geared to take care or to play this West Indian bowling lineup. Ambrose, 4 wickets. Out, and Ambrose again is on a hat-trick. He's got Robin Smith. First ball, 5 wickets for Ambrose now. This is reminiscent of what he did in that Test match against England in Barbados. A terrific performance from the West Indian fast bowler. It's 116 for 5.
And he's got him playing back. That's the crucial factor on this pitch. Not any great bounce. Gets him playing back. A goodish length delivery. The umpire thought about it. Hits him on the knee roll. And I think that's a disappointed Robin Smith, but a pretty good decision.
Now Graham Gooch has strike. Curtly Ambrose is on a hat-trick. Jack Russell's got that away beautifully on the onside. Slow part of the ground over towards the players' pavilion, but it still beats the fielder.
Courtney Walsh trying for the Yorker, just gives Jack Russell a low full toss. And he's able to clip it away through the vacant mid-wicket area. That's how he got out first innings, by hitting across the line.
There's a shout there, and it's given. Well, it was an afterthought from Curtly Ambrose. Dujon went up for it. It may be that there were two noises there. The edge of the bat and the top of the pad. Or it may have been only the one.
Yes, Jack Russell there, very disappointed. He couldn't believe his bad luck to be given out, caught behind by Dujon, but it's Ambrose again that struck a ball angling across him. It's a good length. Well, there's no bat near the pad, so it's exactly what the umpire heard or saw. I don't think Jack Russell gets tangled up with bat and pad there, only after the shot. Got a good view of that at the umpire, the ball going across the batsman.
124 for 6 now. Derek Pringle's new best friends out there give him a cheer as he gets off the mark.
Oh, it's very close. Darted back a lot.
Well, this ball from Courtney Walsh, darting right back into Graham Gooch like an off break. And Dickie Bird having a long look at that and decided, I think rightly, that that's going to miss leg stump. It's done too much.
Curtly Ambrose now to Derek Pringle. And that must be close as well. He got on the front foot, and that's probably kept him out of trouble.
Well, Ambrose getting this ball to nip around a lot now, and that one again coming back. I think maybe just getting the leg just outside, but very, very close.
Ambrose now to Gooch. Oh, that's a good shot. First loose delivery, Ambrose has bowled for a while.
Now, fine stroke here. Genuine bouncer banged in halfway down. Gooch really controlled that. Right hand rolling over and the ball straight onto the ground. Beautiful play, Gooch.
In fact, the light now is, for the first time, questionable, and the umpires are going to have a look.
We join play now in the first over. Curtly Ambrose is the bowler. Graham Gooch has taken strike, and 2 runs have been added to the overnight score.
First full stroke of the day, and what we've seen in that pitch in movement and lift, still there.
Good ball here, short of a length. And Graham Gooch playing at a ball a little bit wide. He's really cross with himself. And if you just watch his face, you look, there it is, he's really crossed.
We're looking for two. But no. That's England's 150. Any little landmark. The crowd relieved applause almost. He's got that one. First boundary of the day.
Yes, now that was right in Derek Pringle's area. Fairly straightish ball. You watch how he works it to the onside a little bit. Gets it quite nice in the middle of the bat. That ball pitching about off stump, but he gets outside the ball, pitching off stump, even outside off stump. But he gets outside it and hits it to the onside. That's how he plays at his best.
Every so often they can produce an absolutely cracking delivery that no matter what the batsman does, he still can't lay the bat on it.
This is the reason that you're never really in on this pitch. Good length ball, but that ball there getting, well, 18 inches, 2 foot above the top of the stumps. Always that little bit of help, bit of hope for the bowler.
Top shot. Good cricket from Pringle. It wasn't all that short, and it was pretty quick. Played it well.
What a good shot from Derek Pringle. He's onto this feet movement really quickly. He gets into position and again hits it to his favourite side. He's had a couple of short balls to fend off from Patterson, and this one short of a length. He's in there very quickly.
There's the start of an appeal there from the West Indians.
Well, this is a good ball from Patrick Patterson. He nips back, keeps a bit low and goes between bat and pad from Derek Pringle. Pringle pushing forward, the ball just clipping the pad and then through bat and pad.
Slowed just a little. It's a very good stroke from Graham Gooch. This partnership now has taken the score from 124 to 169.
Well, Graham Gooch has been very patient waiting for this. He's kept his concentration, and when Kirtley Ambrose has just tried to pitch the ball up half a yard, he's had a lovely touch here, the feet go into early position and just caress that away to the boundary.
45, the partnership between this pair, skipper on the left and the all-rounder on the right. Great fielding. It was brilliant close in at short leg and anywhere else for that matter. Gus Logie.
Well, Gus Logie there moved very quickly to his left. He's a very quick mover over the ground into Derek Pringle's favourite arc. He must have thought that was a few runs, but you see he's off in a flash to his left, got down very quickly. Well, I think that was an easily forgettable shot by Graham Gooch. Played so well. Been batting a long time, over 5 hours. And this ball pretty wide, and he's just sort of flirting at that.
Against England, he has a terrific record, even better than in his world efforts. 110 wickets, bowling average of just under 19 for each wicket. Wicket every 45 balls. Beautiful. Oh, that's a good shot. 50 stand between Gooch and Pringle. A lead now in excess of 200. That was a super stroke.
Well, this is a cracking shot from Graham Gooch, almost dismissive of this short of a length ball. It absolutely scorched across the turf. Remember, this turf has had a lot of rain as well in the outfield, but that disappeared very quickly to the boundary.
Yes, and already West Indies need what will be the highest score of the match. No side yet has topped 200, but England's overall lead of 203. And we've got a slight drizzle starting again. I think Gooch would just like 2 more runs before he has to make an exit. Well, that just might be it, and is. And the crowd, it's only a sparse one, but they're standing. And that really is a wonderful 100. Not only in the context of the match, but just look at that for a reception. The conditions, the attack. And congratulations from all corners of the ground. His 14th 100 for England, 10th in this country, and his 5th against the West Indies.
Bonus. Ball kept low. And Geoffrey Dujon made rather an ungainly stab at it. Gooch now goes to 108, England to 195, and the lead to 220. New ball coming up at 85 overs. Ambrose and Patterson have been rested for what will be a massive onslaught, I would think. Two very fine shots played by Gooch in the last 2 overs, one off Marshall and now off Courtney Walsh. Walsh is trying to catch Richards' eye for a field change. Richards is looking somewhere else. He probably thinks he doesn't need a field change for a ball that is short outside off stump.
He has the ability to swing the ball more than anybody else in the West Indian side. He can swing it in or out. Used to be mainly an outswinger in his earlier days, but he has used the inswinger a lot more in the last couple of seasons. Well, I have said that it's a slow outfield, but that's not making much difference to Graham Gooch now. That big heavy bat's coming through with more command every time he plays the shot.
231 ahead, England. Now Walsh, the bowler. Gooch taking strike. The man back on the fence to allow the single at point. Long on. Ball's looking a bit ragged to me.
I think the West Indian bowler's looking a bit ragged as well at the moment, where Gooch is playing. Played some tremendous shots this last 4 overs now. Timing absolutely perfect. Both sides of the wicket. Nearly every 4 is hit in the last few overs. There's been no need to move, even on this slow outfield.
Beautiful stroke. Just a little flick. Not a full-blooded pull, but it still landed 3 parts of the way to the boundary and rolled over the rope. Now then, the new ball is about to be taken. Umpire Shepherd is going to give it to umpire Bird, who's going to give it to Malcolm Marshall.
I think Graham Gooch will be thinking they had a great opportunity here to beat the West Indies. Last time was on this ground. Last time England beat West Indies in England was in 1969 at Headingley. I played in that game. Raymond Dillonwood, the fellow commentator, was captain of the successful England team against West Indies. We won 2 out of 3 test matches. This could just be the match when England do win.
Ooh, that is close. Didn't get up all that high, must have darted back, and clearly umpire Shepherd decides darted back too much.
Yeah, it's just a typically Courtney Walsh ball, a real light, fast off break, pitching well outside the off stump, but it comes back such a long way, and it may look in front of the stumps, but from where it pitched and then where it hit the pad, it would have missed the stumps, I think, quite easily.
It's a great shot. Once anything's in the wrong area now, he's so quickly onto it.
Well, he really has got the pace of the pitch this last half hour. Raymond Dillonwood mentioned, once he hits it, he's a powerful lad, he's got a heavy bat. He's not even bothering to run there, he's just picking off the bowlers. Malcolm Marshall coming off a short run.
And that's the end of it. Well, Derek Pringle, having played such a priceless innings for England in support, and finally Marshall strikes with a new ball. England 222 for 7. What a great stand that was. Partnership of 98 with Derek Pringle playing his full part with 27.
Yeah, it's a terrific innings. Wonderful support innings by Derek Pringle. A lot of maturity and experience went into that innings, playing second fiddle to Gooch and not panicking. He knew he was playing the partner to Gooch. And just the extra bounce to the new ball and the experience of Malcolm, who just went off a short run, really. He just went off a half run, came in, used the new ball perfectly to get a little bit of extra bounce, tried something different, and it worked to get rid of Derek Pringle.
Batsman Philip de Freitas, and his job will be to try and follow Pringle in and to stay there while Graham Gooch is in this sort of form. That was the completion of his 17th over, so Gooch on strike. Oh, straight through Graham Gooch, and I suppose he'll be rather pleased to see that sort of thing happening with a new ball.
Well, again, you see the bounce. It's the bounce. He's 6'4", Courtney Walsh. The bounce cuts inside. It was nice to see Graham Gooch there give a wry smile. I suppose you can do that, really, when you're 135 not out.
Before the start of this 4th day, we'd already lost the equivalent of a full day out of the first 3. And yet still the game working towards a terrific climax. Now the umpires are having a look about the light, and probably Gooch will accept that, which he has.
116 minutes were lost through bad light and rain. Graham Gooch was offered the light and accepted it from umpires Harold Bird and David Shepherd, as one might have expected in those circumstances. After that, the covers went on, and it was a frustrating time for the England players. They were keen to get out there again and get on the board as many runs as was possible before the close of play. It's the 2nd over after tea now. Malcolm Marshall is the bowler, and taking strike is the England captain.
just appeared to be a gentle loosener from Marshall, but there was obviously enough in it to beat the bat.
And Marshall, not on his long run, on his three-quarter run, but again, still showing there is some movement off the seam.
That's out. De Freitas goes halfway forward. Straight ball from Courtney Walsh, which was pitched well up. And so Graham Gooch loses yet another partner.
Well, they're delighted. London full swing. And De Freitas there missing a very, very full length delivery from Walsh. Well, good full length, just playing slightly across the line. Ball angled in from Walsh. He doesn't get too close to the stumps.
So De Freitas goes, LBW ball, Walsh for 3. And the new batsman is Steve Watkin. Now he scored 2 in the first innings. No ball. Of course, he would have played that with the middle of the bat had it not been a no ball.
Not too sure, Tony. I have to see how far away it was.
He's caught him. It just took 2 balls. And Watkins' bat was hanging out, and Hooper took a very good catch. One of 3 excellent catches he's taken in the match, low down, with consummate ease.
Yeah, it's not easy for 9-10 Jackson against this West Indian side, and Watkin really just a little bit late again on that. Didn't do too much. You can see not in a very good position to play. Straightforward, low down catch to Hooper at second slip.
Graham Gooch will be the first man to bat straight through an England Test innings, the first since Geoffrey Boycott in Perth in 1979-80, when Jeff scored 99 not out.
That's 150 for Graham Gooch. What an effort this has been. In the dressing room that, well, it was anxious for the innings yesterday and most of this morning, but now Gooch has pulled them ahead. 6th time in Test cricket he's got to 150. In the context of the match, and on this pitch and against this attack, I doubt whether he's played a finer innings for his country. Gooch looks as though he's looking for 2, and he's going for it. Umpire Bird always makes a habit, if he thinks there's going to be a run out, of taking a stride or 2 forward. Well, he did, and then he went horizontal. Here we are, Dickie. Let's see what happened. Here goes Dickie.
He's very keen. Oh. He's coming forward and he's down. He's probably got crepes on and slipped on the green grass.
3 balls at the over left. Shorter run from Marshall. Oh, and runs. In fact, 4 of them. Well, the most effective block he's done yet. Crowd are happy. It's brought up to 250.
Well, I'm not sure how you describe this, whether he's just stopping the ball or it is an authentic straight drive. It really is annoying when you get through most of the top order batsmen. And in comes someone who you think, well, a couple of straight balls and it should all be over. But he plays and misses, and then when he bowls it straight, he stops it, and even does add insult to injury then when he blasts you straight back past you for 4.
Oh, that's bowled him. That's enough. So, all out, 252, 277 the lead. West Indies need 278 to win. And Graham Gooch carries his bat, the first one since Geoffrey Boycott. Graham Gooch, 154 not out. His highest score against the West Indies. And just listen to the hand, the reception from this crowd.
Well, Graham Gooch leaves the field now, and I can't imagine that he has ever played a better innings than that. Absolutely superb, 154 not out of an England total of 252, and only 3 double-figure scores there, each of Ramprakash and Pringle making 27. 21 extras in that total, 252.
Well, Graham, your personal best against the West Indies must have given you great pleasure.
Yes, obviously this morning we were in a bit of a dicey position, haven't got enough runs in front, but now we've played ourselves into a position where we've got a chance, obviously. The match could still go either way, but we've got something to bowl at, and if we bowl well, who knows what will happen. But it should be a good game.
It's a long time for you to spend at the crease. Was it sort of born out of fear of losing, first of all?
No, I just go out to play your best every time, and sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. But I got in and I had a bit of fortune a couple of times, but basically managed to hang in there. Didn't hit too many fours, but at the end of the day it worked out okay.
Great deal of fun on the boundary because Geoff Boycott was the last to bat through an innings for England in a test match. He got 99 not out. The last to score a century was Len Hutton batting right throughout, so it's gone down south.
Oh right, well I wouldn't have had a clue about that, but I've never done that before, I don't think in any match, so that was nice, but it's even nicer to get England to a total, obviously, where we've got a chance of winning the match. But you know, as I say, it should be a good game on the last day. The match could go either way.
You're in the best position to tell us. Has the pitch changed in its nature at all?
It's starting to go a bit uneven, yes, but there's still a little bit in it, obviously. I mean, obviously tomorrow we'd hope for it to be overcast, would help the ball swing around, and there's going to be a little bit of doubt in the batsman's mind. But, you know, whoever plays well on the day will win the match, and we've got to make sure that we make it our day.
We got out when we got out. Would you have liked to have had more runs?
Well, I'd like to bat it a bit longer, obviously. In this sort of situation, the more runs, the merrier, really. But, you know, it's a nasty little session for them to bat. 1 wicket, I'd settle for 11 for 1, definitely.
Great, congratulations. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Well, Graham Gooch has every right to be pleased at the close.